Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the webinar. I see that William Rock is already here, so we'll wait for some time, for about 5 minutes to everyone else to join us as well. Okay, I see more people coming. So please type in chat something that you can hear me well, that you see the screen. Um, I'm right now here in the main SEMrush Development Center in St. Petersburg with main developing teams. So I hope you can see and video in good quality and you can hear my voice. So just type in something in chat so I'll see that everything is working okay. Oh, I see. Fainst57, you write hello. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, very good. I see that you hear me well. Can you write down where are you located? So what countries do we have here? See some people from US. William, you're writing something, I see. Oh, in Greece, in Athens. It's great. I think it's warmer there than right now here in Russia. Yeah, William is in Kansas City. Great. So I think we'll just wait for 3 more minutes to start, to give everybody some time to join the webinar. One more question that I have, I think I can ask you right now. Does everybody have used SEMrush before, or we have here some totally like newcomers who've never seen the tool at all, and it will be like the first time you see the interface, you've never used it? Because today we'll cover some like specific use cases and the new features that we've launched recently. We will not talk about the main functionality that we have, even though it's like I think more than 50 different tools already right now. Oh, I see people from Pakistan as well. Oh, William, I see that that you're quite experienced already. Some of you, I see you're writing that you have a trial version right now. Okay. I'll try to show everything quite clear and not hurry up because it's, as I said, it's a new features that we've launched. So we'll look at some use cases. We'll explain how the new tool works, and I think it will be clear for you how we can use it in your like daily routines. Okay, just 1 more minute, I think, and in 5 minutes we'll start. Thank you, William. See your commands. Oh, I think it's we waited enough. So let me share the screen. Just give me one more minute. Okay, that's it. So in a few seconds, I'm sure you'll see the screen. So can you just confirm that you can see the first slide of the presentation? Yeah, it's amazing that we have people from Bangladesh, from Dubai, from all over the world. That's great. So yes, okay, I think we can start. So the topic of this webinar is how to analyze competitors and markets with revamped traffic analytics. Um, First of all, let's see what is the scope of this webinar and what kind of topics we'll cover. First of all, we'll discuss what is the traffic analytics, where it is located. You can find it in SEMrush, and how the data that you see in this tool is gathered. So why can you rely on this data and how we obtain it? And then we'll look at some use cases. We've decided to show you 4 of them. First of all, how we can analyze the competition with the new features of traffic analytics. Then how you can grow your business, actually qualify new leads and collect data for pre-sales, for pitching. Then another case from another field, improve media planning and buying. So how to decide which publishers work better. Again, how we can use the data from the traffic analytics for this. And we'll finish with the planning go-to-market campaigns. The last part of this webinar will be about the special offer that we have right now. So if it would be interesting for you, I think that's the right time to discuss it. So let's start with the first question. What is the traffic analytics? The easiest way to explain it is the first sentence, Google Analytics for competitors. So I think everybody knows what is the Google Analytics. It's the tool provided by Google that gives you insights on your traffic sources, on your audience of your website. So you can analyze it with a lot of details in different segments and so on and so forth. But the only problem is that you have data only for your own website. So you need to implement some code on your website, and then Google Analytics starts gathering this data. So you have no idea on competitors' traffic sources. Here in SEMrush, we can show you this information. We can show you traffic sources and traffic channels bringing users to your competitors' domains. How do we gather this? This data is gathered based on more than 200 million panel users worldwide. When we say panel users, we mean that there are more than 200 million users, and we know what exactly these users do on the internet. They're both desktop users and mobile. So we know what sites do they type in, where do they click, which backlinks do they use, which keywords do they type in, and so on and so forth. If they come from social networks, if they come by paid ads, and so on and so forth. Based on this clickstream data, we call it clickstream because it's real data on where do they click. We can extrapolate it on the whole world. So of course, it's not 1,000,000% true, but it's based on real users' data. So you can use it for benchmarking, for analytics, and for the use cases that we'll discuss right now. Where you can find it? It's a part of a new Competitive Intelligence 2.0 toolkit. So I will switch to the interface. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. It works. So now I've opened the SEMrush interface, and if you will look at the top left corner here, you see a new navigation that we've launched. And here I will select the last toolkit in the list, Competitive Research Toolkit. We've launched this toolkit in the beginning of this year, but we've changed it a lot. So right now we have here several sections like Overview, SEO, Advertising, Content and PR, and Social Media. So here you can make a complex competitive research. The first tool that is available here is the traffic analytics that we will actually discuss right now. So how it works, you just type in any domain. I will be using booking.com, booking.com during this demo, because I think it's well-known domain and everybody understands the travel industry, at least. So what do we see here? We see the same metrics that you can find in Google Analytics, like visits, unique visitors, bounce rate, page per visit, and so on and so forth. You see some historical trends. You see that we have data both from desktop and mobile users. You see that we gather it for subdomains. We can define different traffic sources, and we can look at traffic by countries. So right now, we're looking at the September data. When the October will finish, we'll also gather data for October and show it to you here. And we can switch to different locations here. So for example, we're interested only in UK because we're going to work on this market. So we can strict the scope to the UK and analyze booking.com UK performance in the UK market. And again, we can split between desktop and mobile. So this is the basics about traffic analytics, where you can find it and what is it. But if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the chat. Yeah, I see that what panel you have referring, our webinar speakers. Yeah, 200 million panel users who provide this data. These users are not those who enter the SEMrush community, because actually we get this data from our third-party suppliers. The easiest way how this data can be gathered is, for example, if some user installs some plugin on his web browser, and this could be a free plugin, and by ticking that he accepts all the terms and conditions, plugin can may gather and anonymize data of this user's behavior. So there are companies that gather such data, and they'll basically just sells it. And we buy this from several providers, which we've been looking for a long time, and making and verifying these providers and so on. We compare data from these providers with the real data on Google Analytics, for example, to calibrate the feature and to make it as precise as it can be. So right now we can say that it's the most precise traffic analytics tool in the market. Yeah, so basically the easiest way to explain is the third-party plugins who gather this data. Okay. Anyway, if you have any doubts, any questions during the webinar, feel free to write them in the chat. And we are moving to the use cases. So the first one is analyze the competition. What we'll cover here, how you can measure and benchmark competitors' website traffic, how you can understand their main traffic sources, and then, as it's a good starting point for competitive analysis, what can you do next? If you understand their strategy, if you understand that they're mostly active, I don't know, they have a lot of social traffic, what can you do next? If you see that they obtain a lot of organic traffic, how to understand their strategies, which keywords they use, what type of landing pages do they promote, and so on. So here we'll return to the SEMrush interface, and it's the easiest case. Imagine that we're working in the travel industry and we're trying to go to the UK market, and the strongest player on this market, we understand, is Booking. So we want to understand, first of all, what is the number of of audience for Booking in UK. We see that they have approximately 25 million people, which is quite huge, and their bounce rate is approximately 31% actually, and you see that they are decreasing it. Of course, maybe it's because of the seasonality, but anyway, we see that they are going a little bit down. We can see it on the chart. We can benchmark Booking to, for example, Expedia.com, and let's try hotels. Okay, yes, as I said, Booking is the strongest one in this among these three. Then it goes Expedia, and then it goes hotels. Okay, let's understand what are the main traffic channels, especially for Booking. So this is the purple one. They have a lot of direct traffic. Of course, they are well known. They have a lot of referral, but as well search, social, and paid is huge amount. So for example, we see that they have a lot of paid traffic. Let's analyze what are they doing in their paid search. We can do it. Just go to the advertising research part in the same toolkit here. Then we type in booking.com. Switch to UK. And again, we see the traffic that they have, the keywords they use, the ads that they use, and all of these analytics. So full list of ad copies that they've tried with the keywords connected to these ad copies. So I don't want to pay a lot of attention on this part of SEMrush because it's not a new one. Just keep in mind that after understanding what are the main traffic channels, we can dive into these traffic channels with other tools in this toolkit. If we see that they have a lot of referral traffic, actually it's a huge amount, we can understand which websites bring traffic to Booking. Maybe we can arrange some partnership with them as well. So we're going to the traffic sources tab, scroll down, and these are main traffic sources. Oh, by the way, we're looking at all regions. So let's return back to the UK market. But we see relatively the same with Air. So we see that it's a good idea to make a partnership with some air company. And it comes to EasyJet, TripAdvisor. So we can get a lot of ideas on partnership where we can get some referral traffics. And even try to outreach after this particular domain. Geographical distribution, destination websites. It's interesting to understand where do people go after visiting booking.com and which subdomains of Booking are the most popular in the UK. Of course, the main part is the most popular, no specific products that they promote only for this market. Okay, let's return back. Yeah, I see some questions. So William Rock, you asked that you like to compare my site against a competitor in the traffic analytics. You can see quickly where you stand. Yeah, thank you, William Rock. It's a very important point. So it's a best place to do benchmarking, quickly benchmarking, and we'll return again to it. Custom engineer, is you asking if we don't want to talk about the advertising more? Is it not set yet? No, it's already set yet, but it's not a new feature. because it's available already in SEMrush. And our main idea in this webinar to show cases for traffic analytics especially. So SEMrush is huge, very huge, and if we'll try to cover everything, it will take much more time. So let's move on. Let's move to the second case that we've discussed. We discussed a little bit and discuss it with more details. So grow your business. Here we have two main points. First of all, qualify your leads, and second, after it, during the pre-sale process, you need to collect data for it. So first of all, if you want to qualify leads, so imagine that we are working again on the UK market, and we want to find some clients from travel industry to offer them our SEO service. What can we do? The easiest way is to find the main competitors of such huge brand as Booking. So for this purpose, we're going to the organic research. Again, it's the core part of SEMrush. I don't want to cover it a lot. Just in few words, it's the tool where you can understand the organic strategy of your competitor, find it organic keywords, find it organic competitors, pages, subdomains, and so on. And right now, I'm looking at Booking. I will switch to the UK, and I will go to the competitors tab. So here I see main competitors, main organic competitors for Booking.com in the UK. So who do I see? Of course, I see Expedia, Hotels, that's the one that I know already. But what are the others? Trivago, Kayak, and Last Minute. So let's try to look at them more precisely, to qualify them. Trivago.co.uk, kayak.co.uk, and lastminute.com. I'm moving back to the traffic analytics. Let's compare, for example, lastminute.com to Kayak and Trivago.co.uk and Trivago.co.uk. Compare. And again, we'll switch to the UK market. It's the main one for all of these domains. So what we see here, we see that the strongest one is the Last Minute, and then it goes Trivago and then Kayak. So maybe it will be a good idea to offer your services to Kayak. And here you can use, for example, these traffic analytics to show them like how they are working against their main competitors. Here we can use this amazing pitch mode. Here you see we have only traffic analytics interface, nothing necessary on the screen. And we can scroll down and show that, for example, you see that like your paid budget is much less and referral is the biggest for Last Minute. So maybe we need to do some backlink, link building campaigns based on the backlink profile of Last Minute. And of course, you can use SEMrush here as well. Your search traffic is bigger than for Trivago, but you see that Trivago is ahead of you because of their paid traffic. So that's how you can use it for benchmarking. And of course, to investigate the main traffic sources for Last Minute, you can go to traffic sources, share distribution, and so on and so forth. If you want to show a good report to the client, you can use a PDF reporting system in SEMrush. So we can easily, just in few clicks, create a custom PDF report for this comparison. I'm just clicking here, and I will customize it. So I'm moving to the My Reports tool that helps to create a report from scratch or as I've done right now, created based on some report in SEMrush. So you can put your logo here if you need. Um, you see the comparison, the main traffic metrics. You see when more traffic start gathering, or you can narrow to some specific period only for last 3 months, for example. See the trend, show this benchmarking by different channels, see which other countries bring traffic. So we see that traffic comes also from France and Italy. So maybe it's a good idea to start developing these regions as well. You can add some other widgets here, like backlink comparison, I don't know, technical site audit of Kayak, and then easily just generate this report. So that's it. Let's return back to the main interface. Here, by the way, my report section is located here. And let's return back to traffic analytics. Okay, so as I said, for qualifying leads, you can find competitors and then verify them with the traffic analytics data. For pre-sale purposes, you can again find competitors if you don't know them, and then do benchmarking with pitch mode in traffic analytics or with PDF reports in SEMrush. So that's about this second case in brief. Let's move to the third. Improve media planning and buying. So imagine that you want to make some display campaigns and you don't know which publishers to select. Here, we can easily go here to the display advertising tool and look at the main competitor on the market. So look at the booking, at booking.com domain, and see what are their strategy for UK right now. So I'm switching to location United Kingdom. Let's see what is the scope of their display advertising campaign. Yeah, they have ads. They are running these ads on 30,000 publishers. So what are the publishers? Let's discover them. I'm switching to the publishers tab and I see these domains. I even see this amazing metric, monthly visits. It's based on the traffic analytics data. So it shows how popular is this publisher. So 360 cities .net is popular. Climb Bike. These are biggest publishers that I used by booking.com in this market. We even can show you the top 30 publishers and advertisers. Just click here. It's a specific report that we've created for each market. So right now we'll look at top 30 for UK market. So these are these domains. Mock pages, biomedicine, 230 cities, rate my drawings, and so on. So maybe you wanted this to use one of these domains. Maybe you want to go and publish your ads here. How to decide? Again, here traffic analytics comes into play. So for example, mockpages.com, we're going to traffic analytics. Let's compare mockpages.com to 330 cities.net. Oh, sorry, not 260, but 360. So let's do benchmark them. Oh, both are good. Maybe 330 cities have a little bit more traffic, especially if we're talking about direct traffic. So maybe we'll prefer to take this one if we're selecting one of them, or take both and go with both of them. So you can find competitors, look there, and then define the best one. Look at their overview. By the way, geo distribution, it's also quite interesting. So for mock pages, what are their main market? Oh, US, and then comes UK. And if we are looking at 300, sorry, 360, 160 cities.net. Let's look at their distribution. You see, it's better maybe to go with mock pages because it's UK is higher there. It's more given less priority. The US and Russia and then Germany and UK is much lower. So that's how you can analyze publishers and define the best ones. Oh, thank you, William. You haven't used display ads before? Now you know. That's good. It's definitely it's amazing, and we're increasing our display advertising databases. It covers right now more than 100 million different ads for different markets. So let's move to the last case, plan go-to-market campaigns. Here we have two main points, evaluate market potential, and here traffic analytics will help us, and then define the best strategy, again with traffic analytics. Here I will return back to the overview. So imagine that we're looking at the travel industry, and we want to analyze like how some new market is working. So we'll type in booking, again, booking.com, and add 4 more popular domains, hotels.com, expedia.com, we know already the Trivago, and let it be airbnb.com, for example. Yes, compare. So we're looking at the all regions, but let's think that, for example, we are thinking about Italy or Spain. So let's go to Italy and see what's going on the market. You see that number of visits is going down. The bounce rate is like 40, 58, 36. Average visit duration is like 7, 8, or 10 minutes. Let's compare it to Spain. A little bit less, but frankly speaking, bounce rate is even higher for some domains like Trivago. We can go to share distribution. Okay, we see UK, US, Italy, Spain, yes, but so if we're looking at it, booking.com, so the main traffic comes from Italy comes more than from Spain. But we can again analyze Trivago, hotels, and other domains and understand what are the key markets for them. So basically, that's it. And few words about the traffic analytics and these 4 use cases. So you see, it's quite simple in use. It's quite easy to find, and it's quite powerful because the real traffic data gives you like amazing opportunities to make a decision. So we think that this tool is actually very interesting, not only for SEO specialists, but for those who are making like business strategy decision as well. Because the real data, the real markets, that's what we have here. Thank you. Thank you, William. Thank you for your warm words. But let's switch back to this last part that we have here about the special offer. So it's available for 2 weeks more because we've launched its new tool and we decided that we want more people to try this. So first of all, until the 8th of November, you have amazing opportunity to get full access to traffic analytics. So all plans, even like Pro, Guru, and Business, all of them have full access to traffic analytics. But after the November 8th, we'll return back to the default limits, and traffic analytics will be priced separately because we understand that it's an amazing feature and it should be separated from SEO, advertising, and other parts of SEMrush. And we will develop it much more. So we'll get more information there. We'll get data on page level and subdomains. We'll understand and show you other traffic sources like email traffic and so on and so forth. More paid opportunities will be available. We are working on very like comprehensive API access and much of other features that will be available in future in traffic analytics. But existing users have full access only till the November 8th. And just keep in mind that after November 8th, it will be priced separately. And to keep full access to it, you need to upgrade to business profile, because we think that like our business users are our like key users. So we will still give them full access to all new features as well. So you have just 2 weeks to upgrade to business, and you will keep full access to traffic analytics for like forever approximately, and we'll have there more and more features to add. So thank you. If you have any more information required, or you want to get some questions about spatial offer or traffic analytics features and so on, you can easily contact sales@semrush.com. If you want a video recording of this webinar, it will be available on the webinar page. And if you have any questions, of course, you're more than welcome to write them or ask them right now. Thank you, William. Can this be added to a Pro package? Right now, it's available on Pro package, as I said, because till the 8th of November, we've given the full access to try this. But after it, the Pro package will have opportunity only to use the overview. So it will still be available, but really very, very small part. The overview, no detailed information, and of course, all new features that we're launching in the end of this year and next year, it will be available only for those who have upgraded to business. Thank you, William. I'm sure that it's interesting, because really these use cases that that every business development specialist is facing with, that's what you can use traffic analytics for. Thank you, David. So any more questions about this? Okay, thank you. Thank you for participation. I hope that it was useful, and just feel free to contact at sales at semrush.com in case of any questions in the future. Oh, do you have any one-time subscription model? Just Rasil, write to this email, and we'll definitely show you what kind of subscription we have. We have some trial opportunities and so on. Afros Maron asking about the Facebook page link. Just find me like Ilya Shuyskiy. I will write it down here. Ilya Shuyskiy. If you look for Ilya Shuyskiy in Facebook, you'll find me. I'm working in SEMrush. Actually, I'm the only person with this name and surname there. So feel free to contact me there. Okay, I see no more questions. In this case, thank you for the webinar. Bye and good luck. Have a nice rest of the day.